Good day, this is Keyword Technologies, and we are here to present the Integrated College Management Portal. The first thing I'm going to introduce to you is the admission portal. The admission portal allows the students to be able to apply to the school. The process of this is by first visiting the website, which is what you are seeing here, and the student is presented with this first index page, welcome page. So this will guide the students on the process of applying for admission to the college. So the students can just go through and understand what they need to do. So the first step students to take is to purchase a pin. Now the purchasing of pin can be done in two ways. One, by buying the pin from the college, or by buying the pin from the portal directly. Now buying the pin from the portal directly requires two things: the student's phone number and the student's email address. So after putting these two information, the pin will be sent to these two endpoints, the phone number and the email address. So then they can have a copy of the pin and continue with registration. So after the purchase of the pin, the next step is to apply. Now they apply by supplying their phone number, and a pin. And I'm going to get this pin, which I've already generated here. The pin, then continue. So upon verification of the pin, as you can see here, this is the current session of the admission, that's 2021 admission form, and this is the pin of the student. So this pin will be the ID for the application ID sort of. Now the student then goes ahead to fill all his biodata, first name, middle name, last name, date of birth, and all the required information, and also upload a passport photograph, then submit the application. Now once the application is submitted, the admission officer will get this information and work on it. Now after submitting the application, the next thing for the student to do is to check for his admission status by coming to this menu up here, which we have here after submitting application. So the admission status shows whether the student has been admitted or not. As you can see here, this student is giving a message: sorry, you have not been given admission yet, please check back later. But what if the student has been given admission? What happens? So I'm going to log in with another person's pin. Okay, so now I'm going to put the pin of a student has been admitted already. So this is the pin number for the students. I'm going to log in. So the student has already filled in his information. Now at the top menu here, we have some menu here where student can check for his admission status. So by clicking here now, you can see now, congrats, you have been offered admission. So the student can go ahead to print this admission letter and admission guide. And also there's also a menu for exam if the college wants to take exam for admitted applicants, kind of like a screening process. So the exam will be taken here, and this result will be shown at this menu in this place. So after successful admission, this will lead us to the next portal, which is the admin portal. Now this portal this is the integrated portal where the administrator, the lecturers, students, and admission officer have access to. Now we'll talk briefly on the admin user. So I'm going to log in as the admin now. This is the admin dashboard. We have a lot of features on the admin, but I'm going to touch on two of them, which is the admission. Now this admissions shows the record of students that have applied for admission. So each and every student that applies for admission record will be shown here. And all right, so this is where the records of those students that has applied for admission is shown. As you can see here, we have a student, John Demo2. He has applied with this PIN number, but his status is not admitted. So now what the admission officer does is to choose the admitted class that the student will belong to and supply an admission number. The admission officer can also view the application form by clicking on this action button and view application. So you can see here, these are the information that the student has filled on the admission portal. This is what the admission officer will see right here. So the admission officer can use this information to verify if the student is eligible, maybe in terms of age and the origin and the courses he applied for, depending on the requirements of the college. So what the next thing for him to do is to enter the admission number here and check this box, admit selected. So this student now this record will now be transferred into the student database. So there's no need for the admin now to come to this menu and admit students all over again. So the two portals are working hand in hand. The admin portal is working hand in hand with the college, the integrated college portal. So once the student supplies information and the admin officer chooses admit the students, his information gets transferred to the students database. So there's no need to repeat the information all over again. Now the next thing I will also touch on is this live class. Now the live classes enables the college to schedule live classes, especially during this period of this pandemic period. Now how do we schedule a live class? So first we click on this and tab here, schedule live class. We supply a room name. The room name should be descriptive of the class. If you are holding an accounting class, you allow the room name to be accounting, so and so. If you're holding an English class, the name should be also be English, this and this. So I'm going to type accounting 101 lecture 8 or so. So the student knows that okay, this is the 8th lecture of this particular course. Then I'm going to choose the department. So this means that anybody that belongs to this department can only attend this particular live class. The next thing is choose the course. This is accounting 101. Then I'll go ahead to supply the start date. The start date is when is this live class expected to start. So I'm going to choose today by 7:09. Then when is it expected to end? It's supposed to end same day, 5/11. No, 2014. Since it started 7 and 8, so this is approximately an hour class. Then click on the button schedule live class. So the class has been scheduled already here, as you can see here. So all the students belonging to this department will see this information on their own portal. They can now join and attend the class when the start date has reached. Now the next thing again I also would like to talk about is the online exams. The college can create online exams, CBT exams for their students. So how do we how does it work? So the first thing we need is the exam title. The exam title, for example, can be accounting 101 second CBT exam. Then the department, then also the course, and so on. Now the exam date, when the exam is supposed to start, which date is the exam scheduled for. Then the exam time from this 11:20 to 11:30. Then the minimum percentage for passing this exam. So the exam officer can set a required percentage for a student to pass this exam. So once the student gets below the percentage, it will be automatically recorded as fail for that particular exam. So I'm going to put this at 50%. And the instruction is what the students are going to see on their dashboard when they start this exam. Now just like that, we consider that the exam has been added, but this exam is still pending. It's pending because there are no questions added to it and it has not been published. The reason why this is like this is because there might be verification or screening on those questions before it's available to the students. So how do we add questions to this exam? We did that by clicking on this action, then manage question. So we can see the details about the exam in this card here. Then here on this card we can choose the question type. So there are three types of questions that is offered by this portal: the multiple choice, true or false, or fill in the blank. So I'm going to choose multiple choice now. Then I'm going to supply a mark for this question. So I have assigned 5 marks for this question. Then what is the question itself? That is the name of this question. Then number of options. Since it's a multiple choice, then I'll supply the number of options I want. If it is 4, 5, or 3. Like this. Then enter the options. So after entering options, then I have to choose the correct answer by checking the box corresponding to the correct answer. Then I'm going to click on add question. As you can see, we have the question here. What is the name of this college? So this can be done over and over for each of the questions for this particular exam. Now, so these are the 3 things I would like to talk about in the admin. So the admin is still filled with more features which can be discussed. So as you can see here, there are a lot of other features on this admission on the admin portal, but the online exam, the live classes, and the admission menu are what I talk about now. So, and also we also have these quick links which gives easy access for the users to be able to access the admission portal, the payment portal, result portal. The payment portal is already linked with the existing college payment portal. As you can see here, we have linked the existing payment portal of the college to this integrated college management portal. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. God bless. Goodbye.